Good morning, it is Saturday. I've had a bit of a lie-in for a change. Ewan's off work, so I did wake up early, but I just lay in bed reading. So I was about to drop off back to sleep and someone started using some sort of cutting saw in one of the houses behind me. So I've just been pottering around my bedroom doing a few bits and decided I better get up and get my workout done. I started to think, oh, should I just leave it till later? But I know if I do that, I just won't end up doing it. So we're going to get it done now this morning. Just tidying up a little bit because typically on a Friday night you just leave stuff. So I've got a lead that's there for when I dry my washing. Someone commented that they've had a dehumidifier to help them dry their washing. And it is something I thought about getting. I haven't explored it too much. We bought the drying rack from Costco and it actually works pretty well. It just takes up a lot of space and it's hard to fold away. And Ed is convinced it doesn't dry the bottom rails very well. So he doesn't like using it. But it's definitely cheaper than putting the actual heating on. So it's worth it in the long run. I think Claire mentioned she might come up today. I think she's got a few bits she needs to do for her shop. I know where to put this extension. I'm just going to have to leave it on here for now. This hallway cupboard has become a bit of a dumping ground. I need to get it finally sorted and finally sort under the stairs, but it's just typical that you get to the weekend and you just don't want to spend all weekend doing stuff like that. I still have alcohol in my outside greenhouse. I'm not sure what condition it will be in. It's been there since December when we cleared the kitchen out for the kitchen being done. But even my kitchen cupboards all need a wipe down and things like that. So I have got to get busy today. I'm also hoping to go out at some point because Ewan has asked if we can go out somewhere because he's off today. Doesn't want to waste the day in, although he's not up yet. So I'm going to finish sorting my kitchen and then I'm going to get on with my workout. So I did my workout and it was hard. It was really hard. It's supposed to be active recovery, but honestly, I thought at one point my hip was going to lock up, but I did it and then I was going to go on the bike and then I got a phone call from Eddie saying that he'd misjudged his run and he was miles away and could I go and pick him up. So I've been out. That's why I got my little thicker thing on because I went out to go and pick him up. So I've come back. I've let him go in the shower first because he's been running for like an hour and a half or something and he stinks. So he's gone in the shower. I'm waiting to have mine. I don't want to go on the bike now. I've kind of lost my mojo and momentum with it. So I've done my Pilates, that's fine. It's supposed to be an active recovery day, although I have had 2 rest days because of circumstances. So yeah, I'm going to just make myself a coffee now and then go and have a shower and get ready for the day. So yeah, that's the plan. I've just put the washing machine on with you and Chef White's in. So that's on the go. That'll be on for about 3 hours though, because that takes ages. So I'm going to roll up my mats now and put them away and have my coffee. Finally back. It's been a long day. It's 4:25. I've been out with Ewan. So we went over to Corey's PC World over in Nottingham and then we left there, stopped off at a car garage on the way back, which was like a Mazda garage just so we could have a quick look at cars. And then we came to Screwfix to get a new shower head and hose because ours was all split. And then I went over to the butcher. They hadn't got much left by the time I got there. And then I went to the co-op. So I took a photo of what I've got to eat. It's too noisy downstairs for me to film because Tom's cooking his dinner. It's got a fan on and everything. So I thought I'd just come up here and then show you up here. So this is a Bang Bang chicken Thai-inspired salad from the co-op, which I have scanned into the app and I've got the calories up. And then I've got half a Korean-inspired chicken and kimchi wrap. So altogether it's 560 something calories. So quite high, but this is the first thing I've eaten today. Obviously, I worked out this morning. Haven't had any breakfast and no lunch. This is the first thing I'm eating and it's like very late. So I shall catch you later. I'm back and it's time to make dinner. So I've decided I've got loads of calories left. It's like 1,200 or something. I bought these at the butcher's earlier. So these are low-fat beef burgers. So Barlow's Butcher, which is close to me, there's 2 branches in Nottingham, are really good. They used to do what they used to call Slimming World sausages years ago, but then Slimming World told them they weren't allowed to use the name without a licence, just like everybody else. But on the ingredients it said 5% beef steak mince, 8%, supreme burger seasoning 20%, which is rice flour, dextrose, salt, corn flour, spiced onion powder and preservatives. I'm going to have a look on the website and see if they do mention the calories, because sometimes they do things like a lean box and they do lean meals and stuff there. So I'm going to see if they mention the calories. If not, I'm going to have to try and guess. See if I can find some 5% beef ones from Aldi or somewhere and just use that. I've also got these large wraps that I bought in Morrison's the other day. These are large cheese and onion rolls. Now, I'm not a big fan on having a massive roll with mine. It says 250 calories per bat on the pack, so I'll double check that in the app. Either way, I think I've got plenty of calories to have that. I'm going to do some Actifry wedges, I think. I've got itchy ear. And I'm going to do a mac and cheese side using, I'm boiling some macaroni and I'm using some of this in it. So I'll probably put a little bit of mustard in there, a bit of salt and pepper, some Premier Light, and then if I need to thicken it, just a bit of corn flour, but I shouldn't need to really. I'll probably leave some of the pasta water in just to loosen it and then make it into a bit of mac and cheese side. I've done that before and everyone seemed to quite like it. So it's burger in a bap, Actifry wedges and mac and cheese. So quite a high calorie dinner, but I haven't had hardly anything to eat today. By the way, that salad bowl was beautiful. I really, really enjoyed it. It was right up my street. Eddie left quite a lot of his edamame beans or whatever. He doesn't like them particularly, so he left quite a lot of that. But I like the texture, so I quite enjoyed them. I'm gonna make my wedges. So yeah, it's been a bit of an odd day really, because obviously Ewan had the day off, and he said I think he's had 4 days off. He's off again tomorrow. Then he's back to work, and he said he wanted to go out somewhere. Oh, that's my fan kicking in. Sorry, because my pasta's boiling. So I promised him I'd go out somewhere with him. But then Eddie was almost like wanting me to go out with him as well, and I felt a bit stuck in the middle. So I can't please everybody. I feel like everybody wants a piece of me sometimes. I'd actually promised Chloe originally that we'd go to Risley House today because Risley House was reopening. But we didn't end up making it over there. It is open tomorrow, but I think Chloe's going to have the day at home and leaving tomorrow because she was here all day today. She's only just left not long ago. It's currently nearly 7:07. I think she left about 1:45. Let me see if I can point you somewhere. I really need to get myself a tripod and be a bit more organised. So I'm just going to make my little potatoes into wedges. Where's my little colander dish? There it is. So they should be quite healthy, hopefully. One of Ewan's knives. So yeah, I fancy wedges rather than chips, so I'm just going to cut them and not peel them and then give them a good wash. Into each half into whatever that is, about 5. Now Tom's gone out, and there's only me, Eddie and Ewan for dinner, so I don't need a huge amount. Eddie originally said he didn't want any wedges, but I'm going to do him some anyway. But I hope you're all having a lovely day, whatever you're doing when you're watching this, because it probably won't be the weekend for you, it's the weekend for me. The weather's been really mixed here today, so 1 minute it was okay. It's not been as cold, but we did have like proper rain when I was out of the bushes earlier. And it's been quite busy everywhere, which is why I didn't film anything. But when I went to Corey's PC World Review and he bought himself a mouse mat, I was looking at laptops because I desperately need a new personal laptop, because mine, it just has ground to a halt. It was a gaming one that I bought, but I've had it for over 6 years. I don't know how long I've had it. I've had it a long time. And it just, when I was doing the wood cutting for Chloe last week, it was taking so long and wouldn't select the objects or anything. It was really not good. So I think if I get another one, I'll still keep that one, but I'll clear it all down, and then hopefully it might work a bit quicker if it hasn't got much on it. So I went to have a look at laptops, but they're quite expensive in there. You can definitely get them cheaper online. Ewan was looking at some Google Home solutions for his bedroom, and I was looking at cameras because obviously I vlog on my phone, and I probably will continue to vlog on my phone because it's convenient. But I was looking at other things, but they're so expensive, and my channel's not big enough for that. So I'm sticking as I am for now. I'm hoping you can hear me because my fan's really kicked in now because my pasta's bubbling away. Hey Google, set a timer for 10 minutes. Oh, she's listened for once. And then when we got back, Chloe and I and Eddie sat and had our lunch together. Well, late sort of tea together, and is that enough? do one more. And we ended up putting this YouTuber on that I was watching the other day that does Studio Ghibli tours and things like that. He's extremely talented, and went into a bit of a hole of watching some of his videos. So I haven't been very productive. I had intended to do business stuff today, and I had intended to do what else I intended to do today? A bit of sorting the house, but I haven't done any of that because I was just out for so long, it just didn't happen. I'm just going to wash my wedges, just give me a second. My wedges have been washed. Get my tea towel. Now my Actifry air fryer that I'm putting my chips in is a very old one, I'll quickly show you. So this is my air fryer. It looks very grotty in the lid if I showed you up close. This is my third iteration of air fryer like this. So the original one I had years ago, I mean like donkey's years ago, before everyone else had air fryers, I got from Macro. And you must be talking, God, how long ago was it? Can I go outside? Just go outside, or are you just waiting for Daddy to come back? Eddie's popped out to Morrison's because he needs some razor blades or something. So he's getting me some more Primula just in case I don't have enough. It's horrible out there. And oh, I was going to dye the old barnet. That's what I was going to do this weekend. And where was I? What was I saying? Yeah, air fryers. So the original one I had, I got from Macro, and it was donkey's years ago, and it was brilliant. I mean, literally, the chips came out so crisp, it was amazing. Then I had another iteration after that one, before this one, which was similar to this one, but it was okay actually, it wasn't too bad. This one, it's not good to get the chips crisp at all. I don't know what the difference in the design is. The others weren't an XL one, I don't think, but they were a slightly different shape. And then when they changed it to this one, it just never seemed to work as well. Not terribly sure why, it just never has done. So I think just chuck those potatoes in. So what I did was I quickly sprayed around just to make sure that the oil, because you're supposed to use like normal oil in here, just a teaspoon. But I just use my old spray oil, which is one I get from Costco, which is a propellant-free one. And it's not genetically engineered. And I found with my old frying pan that it actually restored my frying pan back to being non-stick. However, just recently I've not found it to be quite as good. So all I do with this, ignore that, I've got to try and get that clean. Put it on, 29 minutes, can't really see that, 29 minutes it should be done. She's just sitting, staring at the door, which is over there, just desperately waiting for him to come back. Are you waiting for Daddy? Luna, are you waiting for Daddy? Oh, here he is, look. It's like she knew, she's just been sitting waiting for you to come back. So the mac and cheese is done. That was quite nice actually. I've actually added some corn flour and milk to the stock to make the sauce, and it looks delicious. So I've not tried it yet. I'll give it a salt and pepper. Burgers are on. They're 110 grams roughly each raw, so I'll see what they are when they're cooked. I'm going to track them with something similar in the app. This works out, although it's not a very huge amount in here, I've only worked out for me to have a sixth of it because it's supposed to be a sign. Obviously I've been having Actifry wedges as well. How are they getting on? Not quite ready yet, still got 13 minutes. So I won't need too much macaroni and cheese because I'm having a bread roll. So I'm looking forward to dinner actually. So I'm not sure whether Eddie's being sweet or not, but he's came back from Morrison's and said, oh, I bought you something. So he bought, because he's been having mint choc ice cornettos, and I said I don't like them. So he's bought some of these, which are salted caramel, which is the flavour I'd go for. They're 284 calories, or is it 204? 204 calories each. And he's also bought Whisper Bowls and Whispers, which are my favourite chocolate bars. 192 and 152 calories. Being sweet and supportive, you decide. Here's my evening meal. So I've got 150 grams of wedges. I've definitely got a sixth of the
well, less than a 6, because Ewan's had some on his burger. Eddie's had a portion, I've had a portion. Then Ewan's had another portion at the side, and there's still about 2 portions left. Then I've got my burger, which I have put some mustard and ketchup on, which I haven't counted yet. But yeah, looks like a delicious meal that doesn't look like someone who's on a diet. Honestly, at the moment, I'm feeling like I could definitely eat like this for the rest of my life. I feel like I'm not eating diet food. I know what I said about the chocolate and stuff, but I don't feel like I'm having to really decline anything. I can still have one of those chocolate bars or a cornetto because I've got enough calories left if I want one. I don't know if I will because it's 8 o'clock and this is quite a big dinner. But if I fancy some chocolate later, I can have some. And I feel like it's the most sustainable way of dieting I've done for a long time. Feeling quite motivated, so hopefully that's showing. It certainly seems to be on the scales. By the time you see this, I'll have done my weighing update and I lost another £3, so that's £9 off in the past 4 weeks, which is how I want to lose it. So I'm really pleased with how it's going at the moment. I just need to make sure that I stay tracking everything like I am doing. I'm not falling into old habits of thinking something's naughty and then not tracking it. And you know, at the moment I'm tracking everything regardless, and I don't think I've had one day where I've gone over calories, but even if I did, it wouldn't matter because I can look at the week as a whole. And like yesterday I had fish and chips for tea, which was well within my calories, but normally I'd have stepped on the scales today and I'd have perhaps seen an increase and it would have really demotivated me. And I just thought, no, I've got 2 weeks till I have to weigh again. I'm not weighing myself today. So all in all, it's going very well, and I shall probably see you tomorrow. I don't think I'll be recording any more tonight. I think I'll be sitting down watching a bit of TV and just relaxing, getting my pyjamas on. So I shall see you tomorrow. Good morning. It is Sunday today, and I got up, I recorded my weigh-in video, and I've edited that. I've just got to finish tweaking it to get it live, and then I went out food shopping with Ewan. I haven't done a full shop. This is literally just for dinner today, and probably breakfast and lunch and a few extra bits. I don't know how much I actually spent because I did scan and shop, so I scanned all of the shopping. It came to £62.82, but of that I think £24 of it was Ewan's, so he's transferred the money to cover that, so it's not all mine. So I think I probably spent about £38–40, something like that on this, and I'll show you what I've got. It was a bit of a disaster actually. I did scan and shop just for speed, and then we got selected for a check, and the one item she checked hadn't been scanned, which was this loaf of bread. Out of all the things I bought, a little tiny loaf of bread, and I heard it beep. I think Ewan scanned it, I heard it beep, so I know it did scan, but for whatever reason it wasn't showing as scanned. So anyway, she had to redo my whole entire shop, which was great fun. Anyway, I'll show you what I got for my £38–40. So in no particular order, here's what I bought. I'm actually going to put the lights on because it's a little bit dark in here, so just to improve the situation slightly. So I bought some pork chops for dinner. I have actually got some in the fridge from the butcher's I bought yesterday, but there's only 4, so I bought some extras just to top it up. I've got some multi-surface wipes, just a small pack, because I can't find my cleaning spray. And I think maybe it's in Ewan's bedroom, but it's just so I can wipe the sides down quickly. I've got some bacon for breakfast. I've got some rice pie potatoes. They'll be for dinner today. I've got a lettuce and some tomatoes and a cucumber, just in case I want to have a bit of salad with anything. I've got a milk because I seem to be getting through loads of milk at the minute. I've got some King Edward potatoes as well. The plan with that is I'm going to make some leek and potato soup. I have actually bought 2 soups that are already made, but Ewan asked for leek and potato and he doesn't want one that is from the shop. So I'm going to make some of that. Eddie likes it as well. I think it's quite popular, so I'm going to make a batch of that today, hopefully. For during the week, I have bought some 3-bean chilli soup. I don't think that's going to focus very well, but let's see if it does. Focus, focus. No, it's not focusing. 128 calories for half a pot for that one. And this one is 175 for half a pot, chicken sweet corn. I don't have chicken and sweet corn, that's for Eddie and Tom normally. I've got some Milky Bar mousses, which are 270 calories a pot. I've got some Lurpak lighter. The leeks for doing the leek and potato soup, although I've noticed they are really, really dirty, so they're going to take some washing. I've bought 2 lots of eggs. They don't have any dozen eggs in my Tesco. They're all packs of 6 and they're really expensive. I think it's the way of them getting around it so that you don't realise how much you're actually paying. So I bought 2 packs of 10 because it's pancake day, I think, on Tuesday. Is it this Tuesday? I think it is. So I make my own batter, so I definitely need some eggs for that. and we get through quite a lot. I bought these because Warburton's had a 3 for 2 offer, so I bought some of the soft cinnamon and raisin bagels. And you see the calories on these, 212. These are normally 207 because these are the soft ones I always buy. And I got some English muffins, breakfast muffins. They're 146 calories. Obviously they're the leeks. I bought some Jaffa cakes because they were reduced to 50p, and there's some raspberry ones and some cherry ones. They come in at, each cake is 40. I don't know why this thing doesn't focus very well and it's moving around, but 41 calories, and then these ones are 41 calories too. That's for each Jaffa cake. I need to be really careful with those because I can quite easily consume a whole pack. I've got some cream egg pots of joy. Per pot, you're looking at 139 calories. Oh, nearly had me bagels dropping on the floor. I've got some carrots for dinner today. I've got a loaf of white bread, and then I bought some brown bread for myself because I just like brown bread. And I've just got a small loaf. This is the one that caused all the trouble, but 55 calories a slice. And that's it. Everything else I bought was Ewan's, so this came to like £40. How much are the shops actually? Let's have a quick look at my receipt. Does it tell me how much the pork chops are? Let me have a look. Pork loin steaks, £6 because it was £7.25 with £1.25 knocked off by the looks of it. So £6 for it. It's not too bad because you do get quite a lot in there. So I only really went in for a dinner today and maybe lunch tomorrow because I don't know what I'm doing for meals this week. I haven't done any kind of like planning and I feel like doing something different. But yes, this is all I've got. But it's still more than I thought I was going to get. So yeah, that's where I am. I'm going to put this away and I'm going to get something on to eat. It's 12:20 and I'm starving this morning. So I think I'm going to put some sausages on and perhaps have sausage and egg or something like that and just some bread for my breakfast. Something like that, I think. I'm not sure actually, I'm going to have a think. But, and then I'll do dinner later on. So yeah, so someone is supposed to be coming to look at Tom's car that's up for sale. So I'm hoping he turns up around 1:30. And my friend messaged to ask if I fancy meeting for a coffee. So I might be going over there for a coffee later, but I don't know yet. It depends on what she's doing. I think she was at a bit of a loose end earlier, but I need to be local until this guy's been about Tom's car. So we'll see. I'm going to get this put away and get some food on. So I shall speak to you in a bit. So here's my lunch. This is 337 calories. So I've got 2 of the low-fat sausages. These are from the butcher's, so I can't actually tell how many calories are in there. But it is lean pork, it says on it, and it's flagged as low-fat sausage. So I've treated it as, I think it was either a butcher's low-fat sausage that was in the app or one of the like Aldi or Lidl ones. But I've tracked it as 2 sausages. I think they're about 70 calories each. And then I've got an egg, 2 slices of the small bread and some Dan pack lighter on it. Not had any breakfast. This is the first thing I'm eating today, and I've got a cup of tea on the go as well. So I'm going to enjoy this, and later on I'll be having pork chops for dinner, so that should be fine, and I shall catch you in a bit. Evening. Since I saw you last, I have been sorting out various things. So Tom had someone come to look at a car that he was selling. And whilst I'm talking to you, I'm just doing some craft and I'll show you what I'm doing. So I'm doing a t-shirt for Chloe. So I bought a crop top and I'm just going to add some lettering. I'll show it you when I've actually weeded the vinyl. So Tom had someone come to look at his car that he's selling and it wouldn't start. So we've had a bit of a mess. So the poor person came over. It was fine this morning when Tom washed his car, wouldn't start. So they left empty-handed. Tom obviously hasn't sold his car, which is very annoying because he needs to get it sold. So we've been trying all afternoon. We've tried jump starting it using my car. We went over to Halfords and bought some antifreeze to make sure there's plenty of antifreeze in it, and bought some starter spray. That didn't work. We've tried jumping starting it again. We were trying all sorts. Anyway, we haven't got it started, but we've decided to leave it till tomorrow. I had an old Vauxhall Cavalier. My very first car was very similar to that it just used to work when it felt like it. I could be out and about and it would just suddenly decide that for whatever reason, it didn't want to work that day. So I don't know if this car's the same. Anyway, he's now put it onto an online auction site, but he put it obviously down as a runner because it was. So I'm hoping that it starts tomorrow. If it doesn't, he might have to book it in with the garage to get it looked at to see why it's not starting, because he's changed the battery on it. He's changed he's changed the ignition coil, he's changed the spark plug, he's done a load to it because he didn't want to sell it as a duff car. He spent £3 on this car a year ago and he's selling it for like half that price. So he's already well out of pocket. And obviously he's a student, so I feel really sorry for him, but you have to learn the hard way, don't you, with these things in life. So it was my intention to do some business stuff today for the shop. Obviously we're doing t-shirts and decor and stuff like that. Haven't really got anything done again. Sat down at the computer and decided that Chloe had sent me this idea for a t-shirt, and I've tweaked it slightly. But I'm gonna do this for her because I bought in a crop top just to see what the quality was like. I wouldn't wear a crop top with my figure and body confidence, but Chloe will. She's a lot younger than me, obviously. So I'm going to have a go at doing this. This is actually puff vinyl, so when you apply the heat to it, it should puff up. So I've not done anything with this really. I bought it to try it out and haven't had a chance to try it out, so I'm hoping it turns out okay. HTV is nice to weed compared to normal vinyl. I'll show you where I am so far. Obviously I've just got to take the bits and bobs out. It's weird because I've got it mirrored, but when I look at it in the camera, it's the right way around. I don't know if it is for you or not by the time it translates to video. But basically it says about having great tits and being right about everything. Obviously a girl power type t-shirt. Let me get that bit off there. So I'm yet to make dinner. I shall be doing that in a minute. I was going to go and see my friend because my friend had a bit of a hard time recently. She lost her dad around Christmas time, and I was going to pop over to see her, but I've just run out of time with Tom's car and everything. I had to prioritise doing that because obviously I'm at work tomorrow. So I've had to let her know that I couldn't go over. So I'm hopefully during the week I might be able to go and see her at some point. Right, let me just get the rest of this off. Quite therapeutic. I wish I could actually point the camera down. I don't know if I can point the camera down. I've almost finished it now though. I have spoke for a while about doing a live, and a few people said they would be interested, so I might at some point try and do a crafting live, although if it's anything like just now, I end up sitting there concentrating on what I'm doing and not talking an awful lot. So yeah, my weighing update video has gone live, and it's quite positive so far, so hopefully if you haven't already watched that, if you want to go over and have a quick watch, that would be great. And I'm going to go and put dinner on. So for dinner we're having the pork chops, and I'm going to do some potatoes. I've also promised you and I'd make some leek potato soup, so I'll probably do that at the same time. I have made it in the Instant Pot before at Christmas, so I might actually stick it in the Instant Pot, the leek and potato soup, so that I don't have a huge amount of saucepans, because a lot of my saucepans I had to get rid of because they weren't induction hob friendly when I had the kitchen done. So I have only a handful of saucepans. If I want to use them for my Sunday dinner, I can't hog it with some soup. But I feel like I've not eaten enough because I feel like I've got a bit of rosy cheeks going on. I don't know if that's from being outside in the cold, although it wasn't that cold out there today, or whether it was just because I haven't eaten since my breakfast, which was lunchtime, and it's now 6:15. But there's nothing like being busy to keep you out of the cupboards. So yeah, almost done. One little bit left, I think. And so it says, so I'm having the best tits and being right about everything. I think you have to be very young and confident to wear that kind of top, which I don't fall into either of those categories, do I? Put that excess vinyl in the bin, and then I'm going to go and heat press it. So this is the vinyl that I've been using. So it's a HTV run, and it's just a easy to cut and weed for t-shirt and design. And somewhere on it I think it says puff vinyl. Well, I hope it says puff vinyl, otherwise I'll just pick the wrong one out of the cupboard. Yeah, puff HTV vinyl roll. It is puff vinyl. So I'm going to go and press that now onto the t-shirt. Eddie's very kindly made me a cup of tea. So I've had my coffee this morning when I did my weigh-in, and I had a cup of tea with my breakfast, and this is only the next drink I've had. I've not had enough drink today. So I need to do something about that. I'm not working out today because yesterday's workout has really hurt my hips, so I'm just going to give them a bit of rest. I'm behind on the workouts compared to everyone else in the accountability group, but I've decided that that's not important. I'm working to my own agenda. It doesn't matter what everyone else is doing. I'm just going to try and get the programme done and see it through my own way. It doesn't matter if I'm behind everyone else or not. So yeah, that's where I am with everything. I shall catch you in a bit. So I can't hold it up, but here is the finished article, so you can see it's like 3D print almost. It's puffed out, so yeah, that'll be for Chloe for tomorrow. So I tried to show you the t-shirt, hopefully it come out okay. I'm now about to start on dinner. So it is, oh, we went out to walk Luna as well, so we took her out for a very quick walk. So I'm in the kitchen now, I'm ready to start on dinner, and I think I'm going to do mashed potato, carrots, broccoli, sweet corn and pork chops for dinner. That's what I'm fancying, so that's what we're going to have. I have got some chops from the butcher's, but there's only 4. Ewan's not having our dinner. He's having his own noodles or something. But I have got these French garlic pork steaks, which are pork steaks smothered in garlic sauce. Don't know the calories of those, but I've also got a pack, because Tom will want 2 chops most likely. I'm not sure about Eddie, he might want to have 2. So I have got also a pack of pork loin steaks from Tesco's, which is just the plain ones. So I might have some of that. So I'm going to get on with doing dinner now, and hopefully it won't take too long if we're just having mashed potato. I'm not going to go and do roasties and stuff today, but I'm not sure whether to fry the chops or whether to cook them in the air fryer. I might Google it because I haven't done them in the air fryer before and I don't want to be tough as old boots. Here's my evening meal, and I've got 156 grams of mashed potato, which I know is 144 calories because I've tracked it in my app. Everything else I don't know the calories of because my app's expired. So I had obviously 4 items for breakfast, and then it's allowed me to track the mashed potato, and it's saying now I'm on free use, so I can only do 5 items a day. I had no idea it was expiring today. So I need to renew my app, but obviously my dinner's ready. I'm not going to do it now. I have got, without the mashed potato in there, I have got 1,510 calories left, and I know this won't be that high. A pork chop dinner like this is never going to be that amount of calories. Even if it was 1,000 calories, I've still got 500 left. So I'm not worried about the fact I haven't tracked it. I've only had that sausage and egg sandwich for all day. That's all I've had. So I've got 2 pork chops, sweet corn, carrots, broccoli, and 100 grams of gravy. So I've weighed and measured everything. The chops weigh out to be 147 grams, 157 grams of mashed potato made with skim milk and a tiny bit of Dan Pack lighter, 100 grams of gravy, and then there's 85 grams of broccoli, 100 grams of carrots, and 75 grams of sweet corn. So I have weighed everything out, and yeah, I'm going to go and sort my app out in a minute. The Real Lost Boss has an offer. So one of the perks, I think the Real Lost Boss is an ambassador for NutriCheck, so you can get it discounted, and I think it's something like 2 months extra free. So I'm probably going to go and try and find that code and do my renewal. Fancy letting it expire when I'm just in my prime of calorie counting. But yeah, I'm going to go and make myself a quick cup of tea, and then I'm going to sit down. It's 8:10. I haven't managed to work out today. I did go out for a walk with Luna, but I am hurting. My back's sore, my hips sore. I overdid it. The exercise yesterday has overdone my hip a little bit. I think I mentioned it earlier. But because I've been standing and not sitting down much today, my back's now a little bit sore. So I'm going to go and watch some TV, perhaps get my pyjamas on and relax. I don't know what else I'm going to have to eat today. I have bought some Milky Bar mousses and some Pots of Joy, which I showed earlier in my little mini shopping haul. So I might have one of those, and I might even treat myself to a Whisper today. I don't know. We shall see how I feel, but I'm going to eat this first and see if I'm hungry, and see what I fancy. But I shall catch you. I'll take a photo and insert it if I have anything else to eat. I probably won't vlog it because it'll be dark upstairs and we'll be watching TV. So I'm just going to insert a photo if I have anything else. But other than that, I'm going to go and relax, and I shall catch you tomorrow.